You know, usually when they have horror movies, it often takes place not under the sunlight, under the moonlight. Moonlight has a bad rap. You know, the word, we have a word when somebody's crazy, they're a lunatic. Well, where do you get that from? Luna, moon. When someone's loony, that's lunar. That's where it comes from. Why? It comes from the idea of the same word, moonstruck. Someone who's moonstruck, lunatic, because the belief was that the moon affects people going crazy. And there are certain scientific things. The moon does affect things on Earth. You know, sometimes we say, we'll say, what is it, a full moon today? People say that. Well, there's something to that, but it usually, here it has this kind of rap, and yet in the Bible here, it says, beautiful, the bride is like the moon. It has something to do with, think about Israel. Why do Jewish holidays, why do they rarely match up on the same date as Western holidays? Because Israel, or the Hebrew biblical calendar, is largely a lunar calendar. Our calendar here is largely a solar calendar. And so the lunar calendar does not always match up with the solar calendar, but therefore the calendar of the Bible is largely lunar. So you have all these things. It is all based on the month. Every month is the moon. And so you have everything linked to the moon. Passover is linked to the moon, the full moon. The trumpets, the Feast of Trumpets, linked to the new moon. Feast of Tabernacles, full moon. Every Hebrew month begins with a moon and ends with a moon. Nisan begins with a moon, Tishri with a moon, Tammuz with a moon, everything. So every Hebrew month begins, ends with a moon. Even in English, we call months months. Why? Because it's from the word moon. Moons, month. Everything based on the moon. Israel calendar, it's all based on the moon. And think about it. The bride in the Song of Solomon is linked to the moon. Israel was the bride of God, and her calendar is linked to the moon. You are to be, if you are born again, you are the bride. Therefore, man or woman, you are the bride. Therefore, you are linked to the moon, and I'll tell you why. Every month in Hebrew begins, it's called the new moon. The word in Hebrew is Chodesh. Try it. Chodesh literally means new, but it stands for the new moon. You have the new covenant is the Berit Hadashah, the covenant of newness, Hadash, Chodesh. So it's Chodesh. The word Chodesh, the new moon, literally means the repaired moon, the restored moon, the rebuilding moon. Because every month, it's like the moon gets down to nothing, and then it starts rebuilding. It starts being restored, starts getting healed. That's what it's like. So it's called the healing or the repaired moon. The bride is called as beautiful as the moon. Why? The bride is being repaired.
To find out how you can receive more of Jonathan's teachings, to receive special free gifts, or get in touch, go to hopeoftheworld.org or call toll-free 1-800-YESHUA-1. That's hopeoftheworld.org or call 1-800-YESHUA-1. That's 1-800-937-4821. You can also get more at Jonathan Cahn's Facebook page or write us direct at Hope of the World, Box 1111, Lodi, New Jersey 07644, USA. Hope of the World is dedicated to the goal of spreading God's Word and salvation to every land and people. We do this by spreading the word throughout the world and sponsoring compassion projects to the most poor and needy around the earth. To get in touch or have a part in God's work, just write to Hope of the World, Box 1111, Lodi, New Jersey 07644, USA. Or go to hopeoftheworld.org or call 1-800-YESHUA-1. That's 1-800-937-4821.